All right, going over the trades on the day, we are still in research mode, watching the strategies, and the micros today were up about 870 per micro. 2 micros would be up about 1740. And so you take a look here, VSD finally had a really nice day in the futures. We've been testing it in the equities. It's had a more solid trades in the some of the equities related to the tech stocks. But just not as many trades. You typically see a lot more trades today. It went long and it reversed to short. So only 2 trades today, and nice short trade on VSD. That was the big winner on the day. We had a string of losses at the open though, because the market looked propped up. And once again at the open, it was the dip buyers came in and tried to prop it up. Gap continuation lost on the short side. We've tested a $2,000 stop loss, which would have worked today as well. Tick pullback, got caught up in the opening trade there. Looked like a good long trade at that point. And tick pullback, the aggressive version also did the same thing. Looked like a good long trade based on historical long trades at the open. And stock index swing did capture a move at the open for about 25 points. Cobra 2022 lost on the day. Tick pulse tried to go long, lost. Tried to go short, did really well on the day, and that was one of the big winners on the day. Tick wave lost. Tried to get long on the open. The head fake up. PR breakout. Took a few trades. Got short. Nice trades on the short side. Micro E-mini S&P. Tick wave ES. Took the head fake, lost on the long side. Tick pullback, took the head fake, lost on the long side. Gap fill master took a nice short trade, very small short trade actually. Cobra 3 mini S&P micro captured its 12-point profit target pretty easily here at the end of the day. The adaptive moving average captured that short trade in the close. Nice trade into the close, and night trader got the long side as well. 60-minute breakout lost on the long side. And so those are the trades on the day. Small gain really on a hypothetical basis. We are in research mode, looking for some consistency in these markets. It was a fairly smooth trend today, less dip buyers as the market took out those lows in January the 24th on the NASDAQ and almost on the S&P. So it's interesting to note that here are the lows on January the 24th, that big, huge reversal day. Market saw that. A lot of them saw that as the lows. The market on the S&P has come back to those levels, made a low today of, what is that, 42.16.25, and it was 42.12.75. So just paused right there. Wouldn't be surprised to see lower prices. NASDAQ has taken out those lows, and it looks like a very weak head and shoulders pattern if you look at it on the daily chart. And if you look at it, this is the head, this is the shoulder, this is the shoulder, just a really weak head and shoulder pattern. The NASDAQ has had huge bounces, but if you look at it, it hasn't taken out the previous day's high. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days in a row. No previous day's highs. If you look at the weekly, 4 weeks in a row where it hasn't taken out the previous high, and on the monthly, 4 months in a row where it hasn't taken out its fourth lower high on a monthly basis. So that is interesting to note, but it still has been, because of the intraday bounces, it has been difficult to short. For example, yesterday we saw a $10,000 bounce per contract right at the open. If you saw, market started here in the nighttime session and it bounced all the way up to here. That's $10,000 per contract on the E-mini NASDAQ. So you have to be able to have pretty big trailing stop losses if you're a long-term trader to stay with those trades. And if you're initiating short trades down here, it's hard to stay with it. So huge bounces on the way down. We could be getting some smoother downtrends, or we could eventually hit a bottom here and have a smooth uptrend. So either way, the day trade trends have been very choppy, unusually choppy, and so pretty good downtrend trade today. Let's look at the CVIX and zigzag indicator. CVIX indicator plus 22, still pretty high That was a pretty big bounce right there. 150 points, $3,000. This right here, CVIX 0.71. Here is the volume sum day indicator. Lots of red. We've had lots of red, and the market has rallied on lots of red today. It sold off pretty well. Pretty good bearish trend. Price movement is well below the 450,000 that we saw towards the end of January. That means there's not as many reversals. So we're not seeing as many reversals as we did earlier in January. Cobra Crude has been one of the top strategies on crude oil. Look at this trading crude oil, long, short, long, and then it's been one of our top NASDAQ strategy, even though it lost today. And it's been a good strategy in bonds. It could be a good time to start trading this in bonds as well. If you take a look, I've been looking for the cyclical price movement, very cyclical in its equity curve. If you look at it right there, it was a considerably good entry point on this pullback, and it's gone back up. You can see how it can get the cycles just right. It did go through a losing streak, so it doesn't look so good when it goes through a losing streak and a drawdown, but when it starts to go through a winning streak, it gets these cycles pretty well. Long, short. This is a swing trade system, so swing trade system for bonds. And let's look at the 200K. We haven't looked at that in a while. 50K as well. 50K portfolio. Cobra 3, 2 winners in a row on the short side. Yesterday it hit its profit target. Today, exit at the end of the day plus 1280. And let's look at soybeans. No trades today. Natural gas, no trades. Crude oil, no trades actually in these crude oil strategies. Copper, we had minus 912 on the short side on copper. Silver, no trades. Gold, we had plus 475 and plus 550. Gold has started to trade a little better now that it's in a fairly strong uptrend above 1900. NASDAQ, here are the NASDAQ strategies. Again, Cobra 3 plus 1280, stock index swing plus 475, tick pullback minus 725, gap continuation, big stop loss minus 725. And here are the ES strategies and the 200K. Gap fill master plus 175, Cobra 3 plus 575 on the ES, tick wave minus 825, tick pullback minus 525, 60-minute breakout plus 1325, and 60-minute breakout long only minus 1,025. About $800 plus $800 on the 200K portfolio, and about plus 1280. That's the only trade in the 50K portfolio. Plus 1280 on the 50K portfolio, plus 800 on the old 200K portfolio, and plus 800 per micro on the stock index 40. And I have some continue to work on research and additional updates. Those are the trading system signals for Wednesday, February the 23rd, 2022. Hey, David Bean here. Welcome to Capstone Trading Systems YouTube page. Be sure to subscribe to join our community of algorithmic traders. We are real money traders. We share our winning streaks, we share our losing streaks, as well as market updates, strategies, and coding tips.